Senior security contributor Michael Morell is with us. He's a former CIA deputy director. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Virginia.
You heard Major mention some of the options the president has here. What does he have to consider in choosing the right option?
So he has two things to consider, I think. One is he has to deter North Korea from future cyber attacks, but he has to also think about deterring all those other nations in the world who have this capability or who are growing this capability. And then the second thing he has to think about is North Korean retaliation for anything he does.
Yeah. I get the sense, though, if we go the cyber attack route, North Korea wouldn't say anything about it and no one would know what we had done. So if we go that route, do we just tee it up for more of this warfare?
So the three options that Major talked about, right, the redesignation of them as a terrorist state, I don't think that carries a lot of weight. I don't think that sends a strong enough signal. The cyber attack route you talked about, they will simply not say anything. We won't know whether we've had an impact. It won't send the right signal to the rest of the world. The one that has the most punch are these financial sanctions that we put on them in 2008, telling some foreign banks that you can't deal with us if you deal with North Korea. That hurt them then, that can hurt them now.
What about this idea that Major mentioned about trying to work with China?
I don't hold out a lot of hope for that unless we can convince the Chinese of something. The thing that the Chinese are most concerned about is instability on the peninsula. They don't want instability in North Korea that leads to a lot of North Koreans flowing into China. They now believe we're the biggest threat to stability on the peninsula, when in reality North Korea is. So if we can convince the Chinese of that, you might get some action from them.
But if we could convince them, what's the benefit of working with a country that we have thought has hacked us in the past?
The Chinese steal data from us, okay? The North Koreans in this case not only stole data, they actually destroyed data. This was the first destructive cyber attack by a nation state on the United States of America. There's a difference. What
about this idea that, I mean, the North Koreans have issued a statement basically saying they feel like the White House was behind this film, and that if we retaliate, they will retaliate further?
You know, one of the interesting things here is, why did North Korea take this so personally, right? Why did they react to this way to a film? Right? Well, there are two reasons. One is they see their leader as almost godlike, right? So any criticism of their leader, anything that suggests that their leader is somehow not doing the right thing, sends a very bad message to the North Korean people. So that's one reason they reacted. The other is they believe the United States of America is trying to overthrow North Korea. That's why them saying that the White House was behind this movie, they actually believe that.